I have a good guest in studio to talk about the Saints Pantry Food Bank's director, Steve Russell. Good morning, Steve.
Morning, Jeff.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Thanks for coming on the air today. Saints Pantry Food Bank, a 501c3 organization that you can help out, and Peninsula Credit Union offers time on the radio for nonprofits to get the word out about things that they do here in the community, so we thank them for that. Saints Pantry Food Bank, just kitty corner to us, 214 South 2nd Street in Shelton, with food distribution Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9:30 to noon. How are things going at Saints Pantry? The numbers of families over this past year, and kind of what's your current need that's happening right now?
Money.
Money?
We love money.
Okay.
So I think since last year when I came on, we've expanded our operation to include a lot of different things now. Actually, right this minute, going on at the Saints Pantry is a breakfast that we started here last year.
Okay.
It's a simple breakfast. We're not a restaurant or anything like that, but we do provide a hot coffee, a cup of oatmeal, a granola bar, a piece of fruit, and that's done 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9. Since that program started, we've actually given out about 2,500 breakfasts.
Wow.
And that started just last year. It's a busy place. They do between 30 and 40 a day when they're open. So that's a new thing for us. We also now do the commodities. That's the federal program where they give people food. It's open the same time normally as the food bank is on Tuesday and Wednesday. That way, when people come to the food bank, they can just walk across the street, and it's not complicated. You walk in, sign the roster, and they give you a big bag of food. Wow! Of course, this is all dependent upon how much food and when the federal government gives us.
Okay.
It's a new thing for us, but it's really working out well. In the days we're open, we normally see 80 to 90 families come in for the commodities.
Okay. Wow.
It's a huge thing, so that. Starting next Monday, we start this year's backpack program.
Very nice. This is a long-standing tradition.
Yeah, and we're actually starting next Monday, providing more backpacks than we ended up with last year.
Okay.
We're starting out next Monday by putting together 403 backpacks. That's a weekly thing. It goes out to the different school districts here. It goes out to Pioneer, Shelton School District, and Southside. And it's become quite an operation for us. It's done across the street from the food bank.
Okay.
Because it requires so much more food, and we just have limited space there. It's right across the street from us, the same place that commodities are done.
Okay.
So if you come down and look at the food bank and look directly across the street, that's where it all happens. The backpack program last year, we did over 11,400 backpacks for the school districts last year.
Wow.
It's a huge need. It's a huge need.
And these are, I mean, if you're reading kind of the letter of what this is used for, it's supposed to be for one child for the weekend, right? But
for the weekend, yeah.
Often this is for a full family and maybe not even make it through Friday night.
Yeah, it's bigger than we know, actually, because a lot of the food we know goes to feed families.
Yeah.
Last year, I got a letter from a little girl. She goes to Mountain View, and she thanked me for the backpack, and then she told me that she and her family use the backpack during the weekend because they live in their car.
Wow.
So to me, that's always kind of been a symbol of who gets the backpack and where it goes.
Yeah.
We wish we could do more with that. But due to money and everything else, it gets to be a difficult operation for us. But we're never going to back down from that one.
Right.
We don't understand hungry children. So whatever it takes to do that, But we always like the money people want to give to us and earmark for that.
Okay.
And they can actually mail us a check or anything to Post Office Box 1064, Shelton, Washington 98584, and just write on the check backpack.
Talk to me a little bit about how you are able to use dollars differently than just if I were to go to the store and spend $10 at a grocery store versus giving you $10 and just the increased amount that you can get from that.
Well, we buy from organizations that sell us at cost.
Okay.
Wholesale costs. People like Northwest Harvest, Coastal Harvest, Food Lifeline. So it allows us to make these purchases at the best price possible. We normally, every week, we probably pick up 1,500 to 1,000. Probably yesterday was 2,100 pounds of food that I went to Thurston County Food Bank warehouse and picked up. This is a weekly thing.
Wow.
We happen to be fortunate that we're working with 3 grocery stores in this town: Safeway, Fred Meyer, and Walmart, through what we call the Grocery Rescue Program, which is a program that takes food which they take off their shelf for various reasons, and they give it to us. It may be a dented can, or it may be something that says "used by" or "don't sell after," but we find out that this food is still good.
Yeah, it's still good.
It's still good, so they give it to us free. So that helps out a lot too. We also have a great partnership with the Department of Corrections, the prison out here. Last year we got about 16,000 pounds of fresh vegetables, which is a tremendous thing for us.
I was just going to ask you about produce and how you're able to offer that to the folks.
Well, we also have the master gardeners from the Extension Service. They actually have a garden just for us.
Yeah.
And so they come in every week with whatever they get that week and things. And that helps us a lot. We're always looking. We're always, people call, I just picked this out of my garden. Can I bring it down to you? Absolutely.
Wow. Well, people are still starting to wrap up their gardens here for the fall with some changes, and all food is useful and used at Saints Pantry. Again, you can find them at 214 South 2nd Street. As we move into the fall and winter, there is, for better or for worse, more eyes focused on the giving aspect of fall and winter, so you can write checks and they're tax deductible and things like that go into a nonprofit like Saints Pantry.
Yes.
Also volunteers. You need for any folks in the early mornings during that breakfast time, or?
Well, actually, that's being taken care of by St. Edward's Catholic Church.
Oh, okay. Great.
We initially, when we started, we were having some of our volunteers do it, and then we decided it would be much simpler if they stepped forward and they put the volunteers into it, which relieved us from using our volunteers, which are very precious to us time-wise. So they have been providing the volunteers for that.
It's a great organization, just kitty corner to us, so we see the need and the want there for the folks in line, and they start getting in line pretty early. Food distribution Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9:30 to noon. You can learn more about this at saintspantry.org. They're also on Facebook. We'll put the links to that as well. You can find them or send checks to Saints Pantry Food Bank, P.O. Box 1064, Shelton, Washington 98584, and you can also call 360-427-8847 if you have any more questions or the desire to help here. Director Steve Russell on the air. Nice to talk with you, and as we move into the cold of winter, come on back and we'll talk about some more needs that you may have.
Love to, Jeff.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.